What is up everybody and welcome back to another Among Us video. And in this video, I'm gonna be telling you about my encounter with Jeffy. So I have been a fan of SML for several years. And when I say several years, I really mean it. Jeffy is one of the most popular characters on SML. And I do gotta say, he is hilarious. He literally has a pencil inside of his nose, wears a helmet, and a diaper that is not even inside his shorts. But that's besides the point. While I was just casually playing Among Us, I managed to find Jeffy, but this Jeffy looked like a crewmate. He had the visor and the clothes, and I have no idea how he got into Among Us. But he is sparking fear across all of the crewmates. So it's our mission to stop him soon, before it's too late. But before we get any further into this video, if you're a fan of Jeffy, make sure to drop a like down below. And while you're at it, make sure that you hit that red subscribe button with the bell icon turned on. That way you won't miss out on any of my new videos. But now let me tell you about my encounter with Jeffy. So I just got done watching SML, and I really wanted to play Among Us. So I joined a lobby on the Scout that had several players that I can play with, and they seemed to be active as well, which is always nice. We all waited until the lobby was pretty much full, and we got started. I was the imposter with green, and being the imposter is always fun. It's a lot harder than being a crewmate. I was trying my best to fake task in front of the crewmates, just so I seemed less suspicious. But then a body was reported while I was with Black. I can definitely use him as an alibi, which I did. I told the crewmates that I was with them in navigation. Only one of the crewmates voted for me and we all skipped. We only need to eliminate 3 crewmates. So I was trying to look for the perfect opportunity, but my imposter buddy was busy because another body was reported. So I let the crewmates know that I was in electrical doing a download, since the body was in navigation, and that's on the other side of the map. Luckily nobody suspected me in green, so we were getting closer to getting a victory. I called reactor right away, so we could get the quick eliminations. I took out orange on my way there, and when I made it to reactor, we won. But this was just the beginning on what I'm soon about to face. I left the previous lobby and joined a new one. I was really confident that I was going to have a good game, since I won my last match. We started the game, but I wasn't so lucky this time. I was just a crewmate. I only had 4 tasks to do, which shouldn't take me that long. So I entered weapons and I did my download. And when I got done, I heard a strange noise. What was that? Was it coming from outside? I got closer to the window, and that's when I saw a floating crewmate standing outside. But this crewmate looked a little different. He had a helmet and a pencil through his visor. And let's not forget the diaper. This is Jeffy from SML. What is he doing in Among Us? A body was then reported, and I was still trying to process what I just witnessed. What is Jeffy doing here? And why is he a crewmate? I told the crewmates, did you see that? And nobody answered me, so I said never mind. I cleared one of the crewmates that was near me, which was Belly, and we all voted for Black, and it turns out that he was actually one of the imposters. But I really wanted to see if Jeffy was still there, so I went back to weapons and I looked out the window and he was no longer there. He was gone. I was starting to believe that maybe I was just seeing things, so I'm just gonna do my task. I did trash in storage and luckily 2 crewmates saw me, so I should be cleared for the rest of the game. Another body was then reported, and as expected I was cleared, which is always nice. We all skipped and nobody was ejected, but when I got back into the game I could hear the noise again. This has to be Jeffy, but why is he panicking? Is he scared or is he trying to scare me? Luckily I finished every single task, and I was now looking for Jeffy. I was checking most of the rooms, and that's when I found a body and weapons. The same location that I found Jeffy, and I saw Pink trying to run away. I told everyone that it was Pink, and Pink was blaming me. I literally did trash in front of 2 crewmates. There's no way you're blaming me. I told the crewmates that Pink was running away from the body. How did you miss the body? But then White was being a little suspicious, so it could be him. But Pink was still ejected and they weren't the imposter. Wait a second, I saw Jeffy in weapons, and the body was also in weapons. Pink wasn't the imposter. So was it Jeffy? A meeting was called and I was trying to explain what happened. I was afraid of being ejected, but luckily everybody listened to me, and now we were suspecting White, but he wasn't ejected. From now on, my plan is to stay with Cyan, since I know he's cleared, and me and him were looking around the map to catch any imposter, but when I enter navigation, I saw Jeffy standing outside, just looking at me, and I'm pretty sure Bailey and Cyan saw as well. A body was then reported. It was definitely not Banana and Cyan. And now White is accusing Brown. I don't even know who to believe anymore. We went with Brown, but he was not the imposter. So was it White the entire time? Nobody seems to know. There was only one imposter, and I know for sure that it's not Banana or Cyan. So it has to be either White or Orange. So we all went with Orange, since Belly said that White did a test earlier, and we won the game. But what is Jeffy up to? And why is he scared? I really wanted to know why Jeffy was acting like that, but I couldn't stand being on the scaled. I needed to try something different, so I got on the airship. I was in the lobby and it was awfully quiet. The leader of the lobby left, and so did several other players. I was now the host, but I was pretty much alone. But luckily more people joined, and I was no longer lonely. I started the game when we had enough players, and I was a crewmate. I spawned in the engine room, with no one around, and I had a test to do in the electrical room. A body was reported, and I didn't even realize that people were talking about me in the chat, but I just skipped. Something didn't feel right when I spawned back in. A sabotage was called, and the only thing that I could hear was a noise from the sabotage, but also Jeffy just screaming and making random noises. I wanted to go fix reactor, but the doors were closed, and all I could hear was just Jeffy. I didn't know what to do, but I couldn't escape. But then everything went silent. I couldn't take this anymore. I wanted to be far away from everyone, so I stood in the corner in electrical, and then the lights turned off. It was dead silent, but I didn't want to move from here. I really didn't want to see what was out there. A body was reported, but we pretty much skipped. And when I spawned back in, I could hear the sabotage and Jeffy's laughs and screams. I ran over to the kitchen trying to escape. I was trying to open the door, but it closed on me, and that's when I saw Jeffy at the end of the hallway, waiting for me. He was floating towards me, and then just disappeared, without leaving a trace. If you did enjoy this video, make sure to drop a like down below, and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys next time.